This is A Course of Love, reading 96. We are in the chapter called The Freedom of the Body. Belief of another kind is what miracles are all about. It is what you are all about as a miracle worker. For you to change your beliefs is the miracle that we are after, the result we seek from this course. Obviously, your belief in who and what you are is the basis for your entire foundation, a foundation previously built on fear. Clearly, belief in the body was easily translated into a belief in the validity of fear. When you are free of this misperception, this inaccurate belief, your body will be freed. It will no longer be an object of use, but a means of service. Freeing your perception from your nearly immutable belief in form will allow for all changes in form required by the miracle. Form is not a constant, but a result. While you believe that belief is the result of form, it is not. Form is the result of belief. Thus, belief is not only capable of changing form, but also is necessary in order to do so. History has shown you that what you believe is possible becomes possible. Science has proven the link between researcher and research findings. Still, you find it difficult to believe that what is possible depends upon what you can imagine being possible. You must cease to see the difficulty and begin to see the ease with which you can imagine becomes reality. You have no capabilities that do not serve you because they were created to serve you. The ability to imagine is such a capability, freely and equally given to all. Imagination is linked to true vision, for it exercises the combined capabilities of mind and heart. It is akin to perception and can lead the way in changing how you perceive of yourself and the world around you. Beyond imagination is the spark that allows you to conceive of what never was conceived of before. This spark is inspiration, the infusion of spirit. Taking the creation of form backward, it leads to the conclusion: spirit precedes inspiration. Inspiration precedes imagination. Imagination precedes belief. And belief precedes form. Spirit is your more direct link with the one source. Spirit is directly from the source, while form is a byproduct of spirit. Thus, form is once removed or further away from the source. Again, working backward, however, the form you have created is still a step necessary in the return to the source. The necessary step is that of moving beyond form, recognizing and acknowledging form for what it is, and then continuing on, working backwards to change your belief, to allow imagination to serve you and spirit to fill you. You then can move forward again, taking form beyond its given parameters, and become a miracle worker. The body encompasses or holds the belief. It is the composite of your beliefs, the totality. It will continue to hold former beliefs as well as new beliefs until old beliefs are purged. The purging of old beliefs frees space for the new. It allows your form to reflect what and who you are now in terms that coincide with the you whom you have always been. There is no quick route to this purging, as it is the most individual of accomplishments. As you learned your beliefs, you must unlearn your beliefs. As you begin the process of unlearning, you may feel tested. You are not being tested, but given opportunities for unlearning. To learn that a previously held belief is no longer valid is the only way to truly purge that belief. These learning opportunities call for a period of engagement with life. Many of you will have begun to experience unlearning opportunities even while you study this course. While your study of this course may have led you to turn inward and attempt to disengage from life. A period of engagement with life cannot be avoided, however, and your attempts to avoid it will only cause an increase in feelings generated by experiences of duality. While you hold conflicting beliefs within you, you will be conflicted and affected by polarity. Unlearning allows you to purge old beliefs so that only one set of beliefs is operative within you. This is the only route to the certainty you seek and leads to true conviction. True conviction cannot be attained without this experience of unlearning and purging. I want to comment because it's very deep and a lot to think about. This idea of form is just kind of an outward result of what has already been established in your thoughts, in your imagination. And to give examples of that, it's like a cake doesn't just appear. Someone has a thought of what, and a vision, imagination of what they would like. Then they go through the steps of putting into form, into practice, what this thought and imagination is, and it becomes a cake. That's a very simple way of looking at it. These underlying thoughts and beliefs that this reading spoke about near the end are the things we are unconscious that we have as our visions and our thoughts. They can be things like, I'm going to die if I don't have enough money to pay my mortgage. And that becomes form when people who go bankrupt decide to commit suicide. So, because when you think about it logically, if you can back up and release some of these distorted beliefs and perspectives that we do receive from society. We're raised to believe you need to get an education, to get a job in order to survive, in order to have a roof over your head. And this can be questioned. I worked with homeless people for a while when I worked in New York as a clinical social worker. And some of them were very consciously choosing to be free from those perceptions. They lived and experienced joy. Also, some of the studies that have been done on which countries have the most happiness, it's been countries like Nigeria, places where they are not as trained to believe that your happiness and your security is based on being able to attain things. So this reading has a lot to reflect upon, and there's much value in reflecting upon it, not only as you sit quiet, but as you go through your day, observing your thoughts and reactions to certain situations. Then you may question, what is the belief system here? And is it one that I want to continue to have? Or is this something to purge and release, to bring in new? This is the crux of really making the law of attraction work. It's understanding the underlying programs, the underlying beliefs that are running regardless of what you try to say to yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to purge. If you want deeper understanding, you can visit Suna Senman in the patreon.com. Enjoy today.